Hello, this is Abby and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing an unboxing and maybe I'll try to swatch or try on um, some of these colors. And what I'm going to be showing is a Patricka Ta haul. And what I got was the Major Dimensions Essential Artistry Eyeshadow Palette in light. So he basically almost took that Major Dimensions 3 palette and divided it up into like 3 different palettes. So I think if you have that one, there's no reason to buy these minis unless you're on the go and don't want to take a bigger palette with you. This was it's in light. And I'll be swatching that. So I got that. The other thing that I got was a blush brush. I've always been wanting to try this, so I decided to give it a try. Now, TikTok does have where you can get like the brush and a blush for like 50 some dollars. So if you're just wanting that, you check out TikTok for deals. But here it is, the blush brush. And I also got the holiday blush and lip gloss On Holiday and Warm Me Up. So this is the On Holiday and Warm Me Up lip gloss and blush set. He said this was more like a lip oil. And then this is what made me decide to go ahead and place an order with them. If you placed over an order of like $125, you got 2 full-size products that were worth together about $65. So I got the Patricka Ta Dewy Milk Mist. And then I also got, it was called Patricka Ta Lip Shine Major Glow, and she's an influencer. So both of these products together were roughly $65. Now with the Sephora savings event, you could save 20%. But I looked at the Patricka Ta gifts and thought I'm going to get more in free gifts than I would the savings event. So if I would have bought this with the coupon, I would have saved like roughly about $25 with if I would have placed it through Sephora. Or you can get 2 free full-size gifts that are worth about $65. So in the end, I ended up getting about $30 more as opposed to using the Sephora coupon. So just suggestion to check this out. Now it says shake well all over face for dewy glow. So, and I thought, I've always wanted to try these products out, and here I'm going to get them free with the order, which is more than the coupon from Sephora. And so I'll go ahead and try on this blush brush. Go ahead and open up and swatch it. So I place an order from Patricka Ta maybe about 2 to 3 times a year. I don't order that often from him just because of the expense, and I would always suggest to use his products up. So here's that On Holiday blush. I would say it's kind of, a lot of people compare this top color to She Goes to the Gym. I would say it's kind of maybe a plum with like a reddish undertone to it. And so here's the cream part part of the blush, and here's the powder part. I would say it's kind of a light plum shade with a reddish undertone. Now, the On Office set would have been more for my skin tone, but I'm not really drawn to pink. I'm drawn to these colors, so I think if I apply them lightly, they'll work out. Now, this is the Warm Me Up lip gloss that he compared more to a comfortable lip oil. And the other shade with that On Office set looked more clear. But yeah, I'll be excited to try those out. And then I'll do the, where's my brush at? Okay, I'll take apart this brush. I've been hearing so many people say such good things about this brush. I just thought we'll try it. Oh, I gotta see if it sounds like somebody's coming up to the house. I just gotta pause the video. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So what I was going to do was put on the Patricka Ta blush in On Holiday. And I was just opening up that blush brush that I got that I heard so much about. So we'll try that out. I did just put a little bit of concealer in my under eyes. Now Patricka Ta likes to start off with the blush and then do the cream on top. I like to do the cream on the bottom and then the powder to set. But there's no right ways to do it, but I would just lightly dab it because his blushes are very, very pigmented. So, yeah, I guess I could do a little bit more. In fact, I think this side is more for picking up the cream, and the other side that's fluffier is for the blush, powder blush part. So it kind of gives you like a I'm outside in the cold kind of look. And then I'm just going to dab on the powder part. That seems a little bit more pigmented than or is going on a little bit more pigmented than the cream. And then the next thing I'm going to try is the light Major Dimensions Artistry Edit Eyeshadow and Light. I'll go ahead and swatch. Okay, so here's this row, and this row is right here. So all this right here. I would suggest if you're like a little bit more pigment, and if you're light like me, go with the medium one. But this will be good for me for every day. Just on the go. And then the last two are right here. And then I'll show again. So here's that On Holiday blush. The Warm Me Up lip gloss. As you can see, it kind of wore down. And then the first four of that Edit palette. And in light. And here's the last two. So I'll go ahead and now start doing an eye look with it. So yeah, I had a relative that went ahead and gifted me some stuff and told me to get something for myself. That was nice of him. right as the Sephora sale was coming up. So I'm just taking that all over light shade and just patting it into both eyes. This one right here. Now, I can see that I need to do more blending. And this blush is like very, very, very pigmented. And then I'm going to take this one of the shade right here and just kind of go in the bottom of the lid, right in here. And like you can see, it's just very, very light. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab another brush to do more blending with. And grab more of the darker one right here and just kind of put it in the outer corner. This one right here. So just and I can see how pigmented that blush is and how more I need to blend it in. So I'll probably have to take my bronzer and see if I can get rid of these like harsher tones. Because it just looks, when I'm looking at it close up as opposed to the viewfinder, I can see that I need to blend it in more. And then I might kind of try to take one of this other lighter tone right here and just kind of work it into where I had it. There we go. I'll work on more blending it more, but just to kind of give you an idea. And then I'm just going to get my L'Oreal Infallible bronzer in the shade Light. And I'm just going to try to see if I can get rid of some of these harsher tones. That blush brush I thought was good, but you know, if you have like an angled brush already and a brush like this already, you don't really need this. I mean, this was really hyped up and you know, curiosity killed the cat and I had to try it, but I think like these $7 brushes, and I can link them down below, and I can also link the turntable. This was like $7. These brushes were like $7. I would say they're just about as good quality as the Patricka Ta and the way they feel on the face, no shedding. So I'll go ahead and link that. Let me go ahead and grab my bronzer so I can get rid of some of these harsher tones. So it just doesn't look blended in enough. Okay, and maybe tone down some of the redness. Now I'm going to try the Patricka Ta. She's an influencer. And we're going to put this on top. Why does it smell like paint? Literally like paint. I'm glad I got it as a free gift. Wonder if they're, I hate to say this, was it going bad in the warehouse? And then I'm going to try the Dewy Milk Mist. Now, I know people don't use this as a setting spray. It's more for like milky toner. But I just thought I'd try it. I've actually feel like I've had better experiences buying Shadow by Boss stuff. I usually promote indie brands on my channel and affordable makeup. But yeah, I would not say for people that don't want to spend the money on it or it isn't within their budget. I would say this stuff is nice and he does make good products, but there's just so many products out here. And I'm trying the Warm Me Up Holiday. It's called Major Volume Hydrating Lip Gloss and Warm Me Up. Oh, this feels so comfortable. So, Sephora savings event, I would recommend this blush and holiday set. And this is what it looks like on fair skin. You just have to be careful of how much you apply it. But this is so comfortable. And I'll go ahead and end the video because it's getting to be long enough. But yeah, see, I needed to hydrate more because it caught a little bit on my dry skin. But yeah. And I'm going to blend more. And I'll go ahead and show a picture afterwards. But again, I was just giving everybody an idea of first impressions. And I hope you have a good day.